This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by CFU, the power of service.
The University of Northern Iowa hosted two events last weekend with a women's basketball game against St. Louis, followed by an event featuring UNI student athletes playing against the Iowa Chariots in a very competitive game of wheelchair basketball. Panther Sports Talk was there to cover this event that helped raise awareness and funding for the Iowa Chariots.
Yeah, the Chariots are kind of Iowa's wheelchair basketball team. What we do is we travel around eastern Iowa doing fundraiser games and different things like that, both to raise funds for our organization and then also to raise awareness for adapted sports in Iowa.
Last Saturday, the University of Northern Iowa and Panther Athletic Department helped raise funds for new wheelchair equipment in a summer camp that is held on the UNI campus every year for people interested in learning and playing wheelchair-related sports. The competition was tough as UNI student athletes competed against members of the Iowa Chariots.
It's a lot of fun to be out here playing against the athletes because we're right here in Waterloo. We have the camp here every year, but we've never had a basketball game against any of the athletes or students here at UNI, so it's a lot of fun to actually get them involved to what we're doing so they can help spread the word. It's fun seeing the big football players out there trying to move around the chairs, and you think these guys would be able to move kind of fast, but they're all right. It's a lot of fun to see them get out there and involved in somewhere that they're not comfortable with.
I mean, it's real tough. Wheeling that chair around is so hard. I give them props because they're flying. I mean, I'm gonna be sore as crap tomorrow, and they gotta wheel around again tomorrow. It's hard catching a ball. It's anything like that. Just the little things you take for granted because you're moving around on the wheels, and even just going down the court once, it's so hard.
Well, I mean, I used to play basketball, and it's completely different. I mean, every aspect of the game is a lot harder, so just the amount of respect for them it's crazy, and the fact that they enjoy being out there is awesome because, I mean, that's what it's all about, really.
The Iowa Chariots are made up of a wide range of talented basketball players, and each have their own unique story, like number 34, Jaden Barrett.
It means a lot. I was diagnosed with NMO when I was 14. Before that, I used to play sports a lot, and upon being diagnosed with that, I lost my ability to walk. And a couple years later, around the age of 17, I found Iowa Chairiots and Sportability of Iowa, and it gave me my ability to play basketball back. So I'd just like to share that with everybody else, knowing that, and just because you can't walk doesn't mean you can't play sports.
With the fall semester winding down, the event proved to be a great stress reliever for the UNI student athletes.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's exhausting. We're only out there for 5-minute increments, and we're all exhausted, and our arms are dead. Like he said, tomorrow we're gonna be really sore. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's fun being able to compete against these players and let them do what they love against, Division I athletes. I'm sure it's awesome for them.
In the end, the Division I UNI student athletes were no match for the Iowa Chariots.
It kind of shows people that this is a real sport. It's competitive, it's aggressive, it requires a lot of skill, a lot of talent. It requires a lot of training too. And it's fun, sometimes you feel bad, but they catch on pretty quick. So surprisingly, they really do. But yeah, it really puts into perspective of how competitive it really is. Not something to be looked down on in any way, I guess.
I was raised to help others. It's treat others the way you want to be treated. And they're just other people like us. They want to have the same privileges, and that's what we're doing here for them.
But that's the way we were raised, and I think that's what UNI Panther Athletics is really all about, is giving back to the community and just realizing that we're really fortunate to be able to play Division I athletics.